Hello and welcome to 7-Minute Guitar. Also check us out on facebook.com/7minuteguitar for the resources that are used in these videos. So today on 7-Minute Guitar, we're going to be talking about diminished chords, which is basically like if you were playing a G diminished, you'd play your root note, your third note would be half step lowered, it'd be flatted, and even your fifth note would be half step lowered, it would be flatted. So let's get to it. This photo can be found at facebook.com/7minuteguitar. So I've chose these three chord positions because they are also movable. They're called movable diminished chord positions. Now you may be asking, when am I ever going to use a diminished? Well, I can't answer that for you. But if you ever have to use a diminished chord and you bust out with one, you're going to impress a bunch of people. So this one here at this position is called B diminished. Your pinky is sitting here on the third string at the fourth fret, and this is the root note. This is the B note. And your ring finger is here on the D note, that's the second string on the third fret, and your middle finger up here on the F note on the fourth string, third fret, and your index fingers holding another F note right here at the first fret. Now the reason that's called movable is because you can take that same. Now you're playing a C diminished. Now you're playing C sharp diminished, D diminished, and further up the neck. Check the picture I posted on facebook.com/7minuteguitar. Another neat little thing is they're not easy chords to get into. So if you really say to yourself, how do I practice between these chords? Start this way. This finger right here is holding that D note, the same D note if you were making a D chord. So use that finger to anchor your practice. Move your fingers into place and switch. Get your fingers. It's not a common chord that I play either. For the next diminished fingering style, you take your index finger and go ahead and clamp it over these three strings, and take your pinky finger and put it right here on this D note at the second string, third fret, and with your ring finger on the third fret, put it on the fourth string there. So this at this position is called a D diminished, and this pinky right here is playing the root note D. This one's playing an F, and your index finger, if I can move that, if your index finger is playing your A flat and another F note right there. So again, what would you practice between this? Find a chord. You know, maybe you want to slide to it. Actually, what that shows right there is if this is the D diminished and you're only playing those four strings, if you were to slide down like that, let the head of the neck take the position of your fingers and only play those four strings again. Well, there is a D flat or a C sharp diminished. Huh. And again, this one's called movable because you can take it up the neck. One quick little note on that. Since you're only playing these four strings, get my fingers in place, That's the diminished. You're only playing the notes that make that diminished. But if you were to bar this entire first fret and play the 5 strings, there's a B flat or A sharp 7th chord. Now here I showed that D flat or C sharp diminished, but if I played all 5, suddenly that exact same note becomes, exact same fingering becomes the A7. So for this fingering style, that's the D diminished. If we move it up half step, of course, that's the D sharp diminished. Now, don't move your pinky, and we'll move into the next position, which is harder for me to get into. Because I really have to stretch. So we're playing our root note here, and these are playing our flatted 3rd and diminished 5th, flatted 5th. Again, this chord can slide up the neck. Check that picture I posted on facebook.com/7minuteguitar. So hopefully that introduces the world of diminished for you. Quick little hint, if you find it too difficult to get your spacings here, take those same fingerings, move them further up the neck where the frets are closer. Thanks for watching 7-Minute Guitar. Please thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the photos posted on facebook.com/7minuteguitar.